Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day and had a fantastic night's rest. I did not. Morning, Abysmal. Morning, Gromnash. Sadly, Gromnash, I'm not doing very well. I've been very stressed, and so I haven't been eating well, haven't been sleeping well. So I'm just trying to relax. Have ourselves a good one. For today, we'll just hang out and have ourselves a good time if we can. It happens. I got, so to be upfront and honest, I got banned from the Final Night server. Nah, it's permanent, but I can appeal in 4 months. Because I was too spicy. They said I was OC abusive. And I was like, I don't see it that way, but you know, if that's the way it's perceived, that's the way it's perceived, right? Which really sucks. But I'm not gonna abandon anything. We'll just wait, get it sorted. Get it sorted when we can. Yeah, it's rough. I know, I'm trying to get through breakfast. It's not going well. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna abandon anything. Just gonna take time. Yeah, same thing. It's gonna take time to be less stressed about it, right? Oh, it happened on Friday. Big. So my weekend was pretty shit. I don't know. It happens. Such is life. You play the cards, the hand you're dealt. You don't play the hand that you wish you had. Oh my goodness sakes! Right. Yeah, chat. Let's do some. Let's just have some fun. I don't know what we're gonna do for fun, but I was thinking of doing some writing, maybe some stuff. There's some fat electrician videos we could watch. At least I'm pretty sure it's gone past 2 weeks. I always do. Like I said, I know not everyone's like that, but I always go like 2 weeks, and then I'll do a video. Alright, so 44 minutes. We could do that. We could do that video. Excuse me. It's been 3 weeks. Oh. Yeah, not surprised. It's always been a hotbed over there. Oh my goodness sakes. Right. Oh. Morning, good old school gaming. Hey. So, let us... Oh, wait a minute. Now I can see his games. Okay. Yeah, now I see all the games we share. Hold on. Neat. So originally when I had Mouse added on Steam, there were no games that we shared. Now the Steam library finally updated, and yeah, now there's a bunch of games we share. I was like, I am kind of shocked that there isn't. Because I had a big library of stuff. Well, turns out there is. It just took its sweet time populating the list. Man, some of these are just a blast from the past. Holy crap. Like a massive blast from the past. Holy shit, I didn't realize Killing Floor 2 was 94.79 gigabytes. Good lord. Good lord. Wow. That is, yeah, that's quite chunky. That's very chunky. Oh, I also started playing Night Rain a bit, just to try to get my head around it. Because it is different, that's for sure.
This is my third.
Alright. Bring this over. We'll start with the Fat Electrician video. I'm enjoying it. I like the, what's his name? The guy that transforms. I'm biased, but, you know. On Bjorn's place from the Hobbit book. Nice. Man, I just want the stress to go away, so I can actually eat again. I could barely get through a single one of these air fryer burritos. This is just rough. Just fucking rough. All right. Beep. Fat Electrician. Again, good guy, great content. Let's see what we got today, shall we?
Third attempt in the last year at making this video, but it's one of those ones that you have to get right. Today we're talking about America's samurai, the Nisei, the second generation Japanese Americans that comprise the 442nd Infantry Regiment and the 100th Infantry Battalion, aka the Purple Heart Battalion. Ladies and gentlemen, in World War II, America did what is, in my opinion, one of the most disgusting things that the American government has ever done. They signed an executive order suspending all of the constitutional rights of Japanese Americans and then forced over 120,000 American citizens into an internment camp for the duration of World War II for no other reason than they had Japanese ancestry. Despite that, the sons of these Japanese Americans not only volunteered to fight for America in World War II, they demanded and petitioned for the opportunity to do so. And not only did they fight, they became one of the most effective and decorated combat units in American history. And we're gonna get into it right after word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Sundays. It's food for dogs. Isn't that right, Mushu? All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard that before. Good old school gaming. Don't worry. That's not new. They're just rehashing what they said the first time Stellar Blade was out. Yep, he's one of the people that helped expose the Buffalo School District and all the shit they're doing.
Anyways, Sundays for Dogs is dog food that's made with a bunch of human ingredients, like, you know, actual meat and not, you know, ground up cartilage and pig dicks. The food actually looks different. Like, it actually looks like beef jerky. It doesn't smell like a bunch of dehydrated dog food. It's air dried. It's made here in America. Mushu loves it, and it's pretty much the only thing he'll eat now. It's like all the other fancy dog foods with none of the downsides, right? You don't have to open a can every time you go to feed your dog. You don't have to stick this shit inside your refrigerator. And you can get it as a subscription service, so it just keeps showing up to your house, because at least for me, every time I had dog food on my grocery shopping list, I would always forget, then I had to make a trip just for dog food. So it's nice to have it just show up at the house. So if you want to give Sundays a try, I'm going to have a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. All right, our story begins on December 7th, 1941, when the Imperial Japanese attack America at Pearl Harbor. Okay, everybody knows what the attack on Pearl Harbor is, but what almost nobody knows about is the Ni Hao incident that happened directly after the attack on Pearl Harbor that would change the course of American history. During the second wave of the attack at Pearl Harbor, America was able to get some of their fighter planes up in the air and begin fighting back. Some of these American fighter planes were obviously shooting at the Japanese fighter planes, and one of these Japanese Zeros ends up getting shot in its fuel tank and leaks out a bunch of its fuel. The Imperial Japanese pilot Shugenori Nichikaichi does the only thing he can do in that situation. He makes an emergency landing on what he believes to be a small uninhabited Hawaiian island known as Ni Hao. However, he was incorrect. The island actually had 135 inhabitants, 133 of which were native Hawaiians, and then there was one Japanese couple, Yoshi and Irene Harada. Now, Ni Hao is like 140 miles away from Pearl Harbor, so the residents of the island had no idea that Japan was actually attacking America, so when he first made this emergency landing, everybody was happy to help this guy. They thought he was just, you know, a pilot from a friendly country that needed their help. Then, within a couple of hours, word had reached Ni Hao that America was under attack by the Japanese, at which point the Hawaiians did the appropriate thing. They took him as their prisoner, took away his guns, locked him up, and they were going to hold him for the American government to come and get him.
All right, let me ask you this one time. What master do you serve? Do I serve? What am I supposed to say, Jesus?
But for whatever reason, Yoshi and Irene decided that they were sympathetic towards this Japanese pilot, so much so that they were actually going to help him break out of jail, arm him, and try to help him escape.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
This plan would ultimately be thwarted by the Hawaiians, primarily a man by the name of Ben Kanahele, who was a World War I veteran and rancher. When Ben Kanahele went to stop Shugenori from escaping, Shugenori shot him 3 times, at which point Ben Kanahele proceeds to pick Shugenori up and throw him at a stone wall. His wife then bashes him in the head with a rock, while Ben pulls out his hunting knife and slits his throat. Which I cannot stress to you enough is the most Polynesian American shit I have ever heard in my entire life. Homie gets shot 3 times, then proceeds to pick up the armed gunman and throw him at a wall like he's the Incredible Hulk. After that, Yoshi, the Japanese man that was trying to help him escape, would also wind up dead, and his wife Irene would end up being incarcerated for the rest of World War II. So Ben Kanahele saves the day. Hooray, that's good. Bad news, this is a really, really bad look for pretty much all Japanese Americans, right? There was 2 Japanese Americans present, and they elected to side with the Imperial Japanese that were attacking America. And this winds up being one of the main catalysts and excuses for the American government discriminating against American citizens that had Japanese...
Alright, this is ironically, or not ironically, this is actually one of the things that gets brought up in stuff like World of Darkness, right? Where you take a kernel of truth, right? In this case, this Japanese couple sided with Imperial Japan against the United States, right? So they are traitors. That's already confirmed. But then you take that kernel of truth and then you apply it to everything else. You stretch that kernel of truth way beyond proportion, right? Like, is this Japanese couple, are they traitors to the United States? Yes, 100%. Does that mean every Japanese member in the United States is traitors? The logical mind is no, right? But you got to remember, America just suffered a horrific attack and lost a lot of their children in this attack. And again, I know how that sounds, because like these are grown men in the military, but there was somebody's, you know, son. Like, holy shit. And so then the fear-mongering begins, right? Because then it's like, well, they did it, so any one of them could do it, right? And that's how you justify to go to the extreme. that any one of them could do it. Therefore, let's take it all the way to the extreme. Kind of like the Red Talons with humanity, or the Garu Nation just in general with the Impergium. It's just shit like that, which I always find interesting.
His ancestry. By January 1942, the Hawaiian National Guard released all of its soldiers that had Japanese ancestry and basically just kicked them out of the army. Which is kind of a big deal because at this point in time, like 40% of the Hawaiian population actually had Japanese ancestry. Then, by February 19th, 1942, FDR would sign Executive Order 9066, which effectively suspended all of the constitutional rights of any Japanese American, ordered them to sell their homes, sell their businesses for a much lower value than they were actually worth, and then they were supposed to report to an internment camp for the duration of World War II. With a single pen stroke, 120,000 American citizens lost all of their constitutional rights and went from being a full-fledged American to a prisoner like that. Now, like I already said, I think that is one of the most disgusting things the American government has ever done. However, I do have to get kind of sidetracked because I have a crazy conspiracy theory about this, and it's going to get weird, so bear with me.
I'm gonna get real weird with it. Meanwhile, block the wind. I'm gonna roast this bone.
Jesus Christ.
I think that this inspired Star Wars, and just hear me out. The Jedi and the Sith, you know, the guys with the lightsabers, are clearly inspired by samurai. You know, they have the robes, they have the same garb, they have swords, that's their primary weapon. They're just space samurai, that's all it is. You've got the Jedi, which are the good ones, and then you've got the Sith, which are the bad ones, similar to Japanese people. You've got the Imperial Japanese, which are the bad ones, and then you have the American Japanese, which are the good ones. But then Chancellor Palpatine comes along. He is the leader of the Republic, the president, so to speak. Also worth noting, he's an elderly guy that nobody ever sees standing up. He's always sitting down. And he issues an order to get rid of all the Jedi. He gets rid of all the good guys, just like that. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Chubby Electron guy's reaching too far. He's lost his mind. Potentially, okay? But here's the linchpin of the entire argument, right? When Emperor...
Potentially. I wish he had the tinfoil hat on, though. Honestly, because it's always funny when he pulls out the tinfoil hat and puts it on, just like, whoop.
Palpatine got rid of the Jedi. He got rid of the good guys. He executed Order 66. When FDR got rid of all the Japanese...
Yeah, 9066. You know, that's pretty... I can see the threads. Inspiration could have very well been taken.
These Americans, he signed Executive Order 9066. I mean, what the fuck are the odds, right?
They're on to me, dude. Those guys are sharp as nails up there. You can't put anything past them.
Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, 120,000 Japanese American citizens end up getting thrown in concentration camps inside of America. Shitty, awful, horrible, but it's what happened. In Hawaii, however, things went a little bit different because a significant portion of the Hawaiian population was Japanese, and they couldn't throw all of them in a concentration camp. Otherwise, it would crash the entire Hawaiian economy. So a lot of them got to kind of live borderline normal lives. So a lot of the Japanese Americans that were previously serving in the National Guard that got released from duty end up forming what they called the Varsity Victory Volunteers, and they petitioned the Hawaiian governor, and they were like, hey, look, I understand I have a Japanese ancestry, but I'm not Japanese. I'm an American. I understand you're not going to let me fight and have a gun, but I still want to help with this war effort any way I can because this is my home and I want to fight for it. And the Hawaiian governor ends up letting them form this volunteer group. And essentially, they just start doing any manual labor jobs that they can do that's going to help with the war effort. They're stringing out concertina wire. They're digging ditches. They're pouring roads. They're pouring airstrips. They're doing anything and everything that gets asked of them. And this goes on for months. And then by June of 1942, the government's like, okay, I get it. You guys are loyal to America. We're going to go ahead. We're going to bring you back into the army, but you're going to be in a segregated all-Japanese unit being led by white officers. You're going to be known as the 100th Infantry Battalion.
More guinea
So they
pigs.
take 1,500 of these young Japanese-American men that are second-generation Americans, also known as Nisei, and they ship them off to Fort McCoy, Wisconsin, which is completely redundant because all of them had already been in the Hawaiian National Guard, and they'd already gone through Army basic training, but that's where they send them to go through it again, and they do it.
Done, drill sergeant? Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gunner?
You told me to, Drill Sergeant.
And while they're there, the Nisei continue to prove that they are 1,000% committed to America, despite the fact that America has given them every reason to not be. And they prove it not with just their general dedication to the task, but while they're actually there, the Army secretly sends in psychologists inside of their command structure to evaluate them, to see if they're lying, to see if they're actually dedicated to America. And all of the psychologists are like, yeah, these guys are 100% legit. They mean it when they say they're here to fight for America. On top of that, they go above and beyond when 5 Nisei end up getting awarded the Soldier's Medal because there was some civilians that went out on a frozen lake and the ice shattered and they were going to drown, and these young Nisei went out and saved these civilians. In addition to that, 26 of them volunteered to go be bait for attack dogs when America was trying to train dogs to be able to sniff out Japanese people for the Pacific Theater. They were literally doing anything and everything that was asked of them, regardless of how shitty of a job it was. And somewhere along the way, it becomes clear to the chain of command, like, okay, these guys are legit. We're going to give them guns and we're going to send them off into combat. But we're going to make sure that we send them off into the European theater. We're not going to send them into the Japanese theater for a multitude of reasons. One, if they get caught as Japanese Americans fighting against Japan, the Japanese are going to absolutely torture them to death.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Holy shit, because it's going to be the exact reverse situation, right? How dare you not fight for the Imperial Japanese, you disgusting, vile race traitor, right? It's going to be the exact opposite position. And we know how terribly the Japanese treated prisoners. Holy fuck. Like, genuinely so. The sergeant major asked me what my job was, and I told him where to do as I were told. He said I was a genius. Genius. Gave me another medal. Yep. Oh, unironically, like, again, the Japanese have kind of had their reputation cleaned up a lot and kind of, like, whitewashed over just how genuinely terrible they were. The Imperial Japanese, I should say. Like, it's all that stuff's kind of been swept under the rug. You did not want to be in the Pacific Theater of Operations. It was so much worse. So much more of a nightmare. But a lot of their reputation got kind of cleaned up because the United States realized quickly that the true enemy was going to be Russia and China and everything. Right? Yeah, exactly. I'll never forgive the Japanese. 5 decades of cute anime girls later, I forgive the Japanese. Yeah? Yeah? There's a show, we talked about it before, it's called Paranoia Agent. It is an anime / manga that deals with that concept. That to escape culpability for everything that they did during the war, they fell back into kawaii culture. To like, oh, we're so innocent and cute, tee. And it was to escape all of the, like, terrible, terrible things they did. Unforgivable things that the Japanese did during World War II. And that's what the entirety of that anime and manga deals with, is Paranoia Agent. A lady wants to escape her responsibility, so she manufactures this entity known as Little Slugger, who turns out to be a Lovecraftian fucking horror taking over everything because she wanted to escape her responsibilities for what she's doing. Was she overworked and everything? Absolutely. She was a victim before, but she made up a crime that didn't exist. She hurt herself just to try to have an out, just to try to escape. Now, that's also a condemnation of the culture over there, but it is her fault. And then she creates all these copycats and everything like that happen, and it just spirals out of control. Paranoia Agent's opening is, by the way, is fantastic. Genuinely, probably one of the best anime openings I've ever seen. Just everybody laughing and at really horrific situations going on around them. And to make it point blank clear, the main character in the show, the detective, he's got his arms spread out to either side as if he's doing Praise the Sun, but he's laughing, and behind him is a mushroom cloud. You know, really, that part's really on the nose, but it's trying to get you the point of like, Anyways.
And it's going to be horrible. So, A, we're going to protect them in that fashion, but B, we also don't want Japanese Americans really participating in the Pacific Theater in a combat role, because if the American soldiers that aren't Japanese get accustomed to seeing Japanese guys in an American uniform, eventually the Japanese could figure out, like, hey, we're going to start taking uniforms off of dead GIs, we're going to dress up as Americans, infiltrate their ranks, and then wreak havoc behind friendly lines.
Yep.
Just be honest right now. How confident are we that we're going to be able to know who's who, right? Like, it's going to be the Spider-Man meme. Like.
So at this point, they send him off to...
Unironically, yep. And again, the Japanese, they're not just... They weren't just an unthinking monster, right? They were highly intelligent. Incredibly so. Like, it was terrible. That's why they had such good and effective code breakers and everything. That's why That's why the Navajo Windtalkers were so important in the Pacific Theater. Well, okay, to be fair, they weren't used as much, but still, really fucking good. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Godzilla -1 also is very critical of the Imperial Japanese, pointing out just how awful they treated their own people. Like, it was a truly demonic fucking incarnation. And the Imperial Japanese were just straight up fucking evil. Just straight up evil. Not even gun shy about it. They were just vile. Now, I think Godzilla -1 overplays it a little. And that they're saying half of all deaths were from starvation. I don't agree with that. I think half of all deaths were from them charging headlong at enemy lines of machine guns. But I can absolutely agree with them that, yeah, there was tons of starvation going on. They did not give a shit about their people. They did not fucking care.
Camp Shelby, Mississippi for advanced infantry training, and then FDR announces that he's going to form an even larger all-Japanese Nisei regiment, the 442nd. Now, the American government is hoping to get 4,500 volunteers to be in the 442nd Infantry Regiment, which is kind of a big ask from a community of people that you've just taken all of their civil rights away and then thrown them in a prison. And not only do they end up getting 4,500 volunteers, they get over 10,000, which is absolutely insane, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you incarcerated my entire family for no other reason than the color of their skin and then asked me to go fight in a world war for you, I would probably tell you to go fuck yourself. So, all 10,000 of these dudes are far bigger men than me. Speaking of bigger men than me, one of the volunteers is a young man by the name of Daniel Inouye, who is currently in med school trying to be a doctor. When Pearl Harbor happened, he ran to the nearest Blue Cross aid station and started working around the clock treating the wounded. And he's been volunteering at aid stations and hospitals for months while also going to med school ever since Pearl Harbor happened. So when he goes to the draft board tells him, like, no, you're too valuable where you're at. You're going to go off and become a doctor. On top of that, you're already doing a bunch of work for us stateside. We don't want to send you off to combat. So he's like, okay, I'll be right back. He leaves, drops out of med school, tells the hospital he's not coming back to help anymore, and then goes back to the draft board and is like, I just quit my job and I dropped out of med school. Fucking send me. So they end up sending him, and he ships off with the rest of the 442nd Infantry Regiment for basic training 2 days later. While the 442nd ship off to get their training started, the 100th Infantry Battalion is finishing up their advanced training at Camp Shelby, Mississippi. They are then sent off to North Africa, and they get there in September of 1943. So they land in Oran, which is a major port city in Algeria, and from there they get attached to the 34th Infantry Division, aka the Red Bulls, in particular the 133rd Infantry Regiment, aka the Iron Men, which, cool part, that's my old unit. Not so cool part, the commander is kind of a dickhead, because when he has his greeting speech to the 100th Infantry Battalion, he openly refers to them as the guinea pigs from Pearl Harbor. And not that I'm trying to defend Commander Mark Clark for calling them guinea pigs, I'm absolutely not, but to put it into a little bit of context, a lot of people have a lot of doubts that the Nisei soldiers are going to be effective on the battlefield, okay? The average Nisei soldier at this point in time was between 5'4" and 5'6" and weighed somewhere between 120 and 140 pounds, and they just got attached to the 34th Infantry Division, which is based out of the Midwest, okay? The 34th Infantry Division, by and large today, but especially back then, was almost nothing but 185-pound corn-fed white boys with machine guns that grew up on a farm, so they're looking at these dudes with a smaller stature like, what do you guys really think you're going to do on this battlefield? Why are you even here?
This is one of those moments where it's the old famous saying, right? It's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. That's what matters. That's what truly fucking matters. Yeah, this is the whole thing, like, don't fuck with the Gurkhas. As a prime example, the Gurkhas are all smaller dudes. And they are one of the most terrifying fucking combat units you'll ever see.
Look at that. He's making me cry.
If the Nisei want respect, they're going to have to prove themselves, and from the second they step foot in combat, that's exactly what they did, because they started kicking ass right outside of Salerno, Italy, when they first saw combat. For their first week of combat, they drove the Germans back 15 miles per day, every single day. These guys were fearless on the battlefield. In a matter of a couple of months, they had completely changed the opinions of absolutely everybody that encountered them. Mark Clark, the same commander that referred to them as guinea pigs, sent a note up the chain of command saying, hey, when that 442nd Infantry Regiment's done training, I want them too. These Nisei fighters are fucking awesome. When the Des Moines Register, the biggest newspaper back home in Iowa, wrote an article being critical of the Nisei being attached to the 34th Infantry Division, the members of the 34th Infantry Division wrote a letter to their editor. And I quote, "We're Iowa boys of the 34th Division. We have fought side by side with the boys of Japanese descent. We know plenty of folks that call themselves Americans that have done much less to prove they give a hang about their country. There have been times when these Japanese, as you call them, have saved many lives, only because they have proven themselves better Americans than some that were not of Japanese descent."
Damn.
So not only are the Nisei of the 100th Infantry beating the Nazis, they are also winning over hearts and minds left and right, and they're just getting warmed up. All right, by January of 1944, the 100th and the rest of the Allied forces have advanced through North Africa, and they have come up to the German Gustav Line. The Gustav Line is effectively the line in the sand that Germany has drawn, where they are not going to let the Allied forces...
I didn't know they literally called one of their lines the Adolf Hitler line. Oh my god. Oh, dude. There is always one thing that you say in every military unit. Never name something like very important. Like, you don't name a ship the USS America, right? Because the moment something bad happens to it, it's like an ill omen. You never ever name things like this, okay? But Germany would do that all the time, like the Deutschland class battleships. It's like, don't do that. That's a very bad idea. Granted, those were like those were fucking like made up in some perverted-addled brain. Just trying to come up with like the ultimate battleship. But still, it's one of those things like you don't do that. Never ever name something like that, because the moment something goes wrong, it's like an ill omen for everything else. That is genuinely funny, though. That is genuinely funny.
Forces advance past this point. It is heavily fortified. They have the high ground. They have all the advantages, and they are going to fight tooth and nail to not let Allied forces penetrate through this line into Europe. And one of the most vital areas of the Gustav Line is where the 100th Infantry is at. It's at Monte Cassino. Cassino is a small town, and then above it, on a humongous hill overlooking the town, is an old monastery that the Germans have turned into a massive fortress. And not only that, they went and chopped down all the trees on the hills and the ground in front of the monastery, knocked down all the buildings, so there's absolutely nothing to provide cover or concealment in case they assault. So you're pretty much running through an open field uphill into German machine gun fire if you try to take this position. And that's exactly what America's going to do anyways, because it's the only option. And because the 100th Infantry, which I'm not...
Again, it's that whole thing like, but thou must. Like, we got to take out Monte Cassino. It's got to go. And if you've got no other options, well, just try and hit it with everything you've got and push through as best you can. Excuse me.
Now going to refer to by their nickname, the One Puka Puka, because it's easier for me to say, has developed a reputation for being both fearless and willing to...
Wait, no, you gotta go back. Why is their nickname the One Puka Puka? What does that mean? Hold on. What does that mean?
Anyways, because it's the only option. And because the 100th Infantry, which I'm now going to refer to by their nickname, the One Puka Puka, because it's easier for me to...
Why is that their nickname? What? Please, Nick, don't leave me hanging. Why is it One Puka Puka?
say has developed a reputation for being both fearless and willing to take on any challenge, they are selected to lead the first assault on Monte Cassino. January 17th, 1944 at midnight, Alpha and Charlie Company of the One Puka Puka are going to take off, advance up this hill. They fight all the way up this hill and make it to the outer stone walls of this monastery, where they get pinned down and they continue to fight all night long. They're taking heavy casualties, they're running out of ammunition, it is straight up not a good time, they need more ammo. But now it's broad daylight out, so they're gonna have to send in reinforcements. So they send in Bravo Company of the One Puka Puka. But if they go out in broad daylight up this hill with no cover, they're gonna get absolutely mowed down. So they drop a bunch of smoke. Bravo Company starts advancing through the smoke, and then the wind shifts and blows all the smoke away, and they get just utterly destroyed. Of the 187 men of Bravo Company, only 14 of them end up making it to the wall. After taking that many casualties and running out of ammunition and having fought all night already, they are finally ordered to withdraw. A couple of weeks later, the Allied forces launch another major attack on Monte Cassino and the Gustav Line. This time, the One Puka Puka is ordered to take Castle Hill, a neighboring hill to the monastery that's of vital importance to be able to cut off support. The Nisei actually managed to fight their way up the hill and take the top of the hill, and they managed to hold it for 4 straight days, fighting their asses off. But then eventually the flanks of the 34th Infantry end up collapsing, and they're about to get completely surrounded and stuck on top of this hill, at which point they are ordered to withdraw again. By this point, the 100th Infantry Battalion has lost 50% of their men, and they are ordered to the rear where they can recuperate and pick up reinforcements to replenish their ranks. People start referring to them as the Purple Heart Battalion and the Little Men of Iron, a play on the 133rd Infantry Regiment's Iron Men nickname. After a brief recuperation, they are then sent to a different spot on the Gustav Line near Anzio, and this spot of the line is essentially World War I-esque warfare. Each team has their trench, and there's just no man's land in between. For 2 months straight, all they do is sit inside their trenches and their foxholes. They fight all night and they sleep all day. The One Puka Puka starts referring to it as Dracula days. They sleep during the day, they draw blood at night. While the One Puka Puka is there, there is a third major attack on Monte Cassino by other Allied forces that also fails. At this point, the chain of command's getting restless, they're pissed, they need to break through the German Gustav Line, and eventually they come to the conclusion, fuck it, we're just gonna pick a point where we're gonna attack, and we're gonna hit that singular point along the line with absolutely everything we've got. The problem is, the Germans have massive tank units in the area too, and they need to know where those tank units are, because if they decide to attack at a singular point, and that's the point where there's a bunch of German tanks, it's not going to go that great for the Allied forces. So they need to figure this out, otherwise this is going to be a humongous gamble. At this point, a member of the One Puka Puka steps forward and goes to the chain of command because he's got an idea, and that man is Lieutenant Young Oak Kim. And Young Oak Kim is already a complete badass. He's already earned a Silver Star and a Purple Heart, and he's coming to the chain of command with this crazy idea. But what's most interesting about Young Oak Kim is he's one of the very few people in the One Puka Puka that's not Japanese. And that's because he's an officer, and typically the officers were white men, but in Young Oak Kim's case, he was Korean. Now, as I'm sure you can imagine, the racial tensions between Japanese people and Koreans during World War II was pretty high, considering the Japanese had invaded Korea and were committing atrocities there. Because of this, prior to deploying with the One Puka Puka, the chain of command pulled Young Oak Kim aside, and they were like, hey, we understand that Japan is invading Korea, there's racial tensions between Japanese and Korean people. If you want, we can give you different orders and have you attached to a different unit, to which Young Oak Kim replied, and I quote, "There are no Japanese nor Koreans here. We're Americans, and we're fighting for the same cause." So Young Oak Kim is just...
Damn. That is what you call a genuinely good person. Holy fuck.
a complete badass, and he goes to the chain of command and he's like, look, you need somebody to go behind enemy lines and figure out where these tank units are. Here's my plan. You guys keep attacking at night with these major formations. It's obvious. They know we're coming at night. Why don't you send me and one other guy behind enemy lines in broad daylight? I will sneak back there. I will capture a German soldier, drag him back. We can interrogate him and figure out where these tank units are, and then we'll know where to attack.
You serious?
You serious?
Okay, now right out of the gate, that's kind of a stupid idea, right? You're really going to go behind no man's land, capture an enemy soldier, drag him back without getting caught and killed. But the Allied forces are desperate, so they're like, you know what? It might work, and if it works, it's not that stupid. They give him the green light, and he sets off to do it. May 16th, Lieutenant Kim and PFC Irving Akahoshi crawl through no man's land through an open wheat field in broad daylight, crawl all the way behind enemy lines where they find a German unit that had been up all night manning their machine guns. They then stalk them further behind enemy lines and watch them as they eat dinner, breakfast, whatever they're eating at this point in time. Watch them eat and then fall asleep. And then when two dudes go to, be the guards, they stalk them, and then they end up sitting there and waiting till they fall asleep, and they wake them up by shoving their guns in their mouths so they can't scream. Kim and Akahoshi then take their two German prisoners, smuggle them back through no man's land, behind friendly lines, turn the prisoners over, they get interrogated, they gather the intel as to where the German tank units are, and define the battle plans for the entire Allied advance. 48 hours later, after setting off on his mission, the Allied forces launch their attack and Monte Cassino falls on May 18th. Lieutenant Young Ok Kim is then awarded the Distinguished Service Cross, the second highest award in the American...
You're right, he does omit how the Battle of Monte Cassino ended. Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
military. And as he's getting that pinned on his chest, Commander Mark Clark looks down and sees his first lieutenant rank, and then points over to a captain nearby and is like, you, Mayor. Captain approaches, he rips the captain rank off of this guy and pins Lieutenant Young Ok Kim as a captain as well. Cutting back to the rest of the One Puka Puka over at Anzio, they also coordinated the attack with the fourth battle of Monte Cassino. So that if Monte Cassino fell, they were also going to launch their offensive, hopefully driving the Germans back, so that they broke the Gustav line in two locations. That way, they could advance forward and in and either crush the Germans in the middle, or the Germans would be forced to retreat. And that's exactly what ended up happening. And not only that, the One Puka Puka was the lead element of the Anzio breakout. So now the Allied forces are chasing the Germans as they advance towards Rome, and the One Puka Puka is out front. And as they get near Rome, they're like 15 miles outside of Rome. They are going to be the first Americans to set foot in a major European capital as the Allied forces capture it. They are...
Oh no. Don't do it. Please don't tell me they did it. Not that the One Puka Puka, I have a bad feeling that it's going to be another one of those, no, we need one of ours to take it first. I have a really bad feeling.
Ordered to stand down.
Oh, son of a bitch. Of course. Of course they did. Oh, God damn it.
As they peel off the side of the road and just kind of hang out in the ditch, and they don't know what's going on. And then other American units start catching up, and then they keep marching, and they keep marching into Rome, and now the One Puka Puka is not the first into Rome, and it dawns on them, they pulled us off to the side because they didn't want a bunch of Japanese dudes being the first Americans to capture a major European capital. They never...
Yep. Fuck. It's the same thing that happened at the victory of retaking Paris, right? Where there was just that one American commander who was just such a fucking asshole. And he didn't want any of the French tribals, the French colonials from being the first ones to retake Paris. It was so fucking stupid. To be shown retaking it. Because they let him do it. They let him do all the hard work. They just didn't let him get any of the fucking credit for it. Yeah, the French Foreign Legion, the one that came from all of their colonies, their colonial assets, and the Free French Army.
even got to set foot in Rome. They were ordered to go link up with the new Nisei unit, the 442nd Infantry Regiment, and they would be absorbed into that unit now instead. From here, the 1 Puka Puka still kind of retained its identity as the 100th Infantry Battalion, but they are just now one of 3 battalions inside of the 442nd Infantry Regiment. And their new unit slogan is one of the best and most famous slogans in military history, "Go for broke," which is a Hawaiian slang term that basically means I'm going all in. I'm pushing all my chips into the table, because that's exactly how these guys felt. They're all in this shitty situation where their former homeland is attacking them and their new home seemingly doesn't want them, so they're picking their side and they're going all in. From here, the 442nd is ordered to head north and take over a town called Suvareto, and this is going to be the first major military operation that they get to conduct by themselves. This is the ultimate point that they get to prove themselves, where they can say, we did that alone and nobody else helped. And they do it with surgical precision. They end up taking the 2nd and 3rd battalions of the 442nd Infantry Regiment, and they attack the front of the town, and then they send the 1st Battalion, the 1 Puka Puka, around the backside to flank their retreat. Now, 2nd and 3rd Battalion, this is the first time they've seen combat. These guys are green. They just got out of training. So the Germans actually end up launching a semi-successful counterattack, but the 1 Puka Puka, 1st Battalion, sees it happening, and they instantly, without orders, adjust, go through, and they flank the Germans from the side, completely crushing them and taking over the entire town. From here, the 34th Infantry Division continues to advance deeper into Europe, and the 442nd alongside them is credited with over 1,100 confirmed kills and capturing 331 German prisoners of war. They then come up on another German defensive line where the Germans have dug themselves in, called Hill 40, which they end up nicknaming Little Casino because of how hard the Germans resisted, and the town of Castanella. 442nd leads the assault on Little Casino because, like it or not, they are now pretty much America's premier fighting force when the situation is running uphill into enemy gunfire and winning anyways. They battle the Germans for 3 days straight and end up taking Hill 140, aka Little Casino, which is ironic because their entire motto is about gambling big and going for broke, and every single time they manage to win.
Nice. Oh no. I paused it at the perfect time for this clip. Oh no. Hang on, I'll go back a second. I'll go back.
Gambling big and going for broke, and every single time they manage to win.
Oh no!
I'm ruined!
From here, the 400...
Oh. Thank you. Thank you to Nick's editor.
42nd goes on R&R for a little while, then they get called back in. They are going to go into France, and they are getting detached from the 34th Infantry Division, and they are getting reattached to the 36th Infantry Division out of Texas. They travel 500 miles by foot and rail into France. They link up with the Texans, and they go back into battle. Now, combat from here, the terrain's completely different. They're in the Vosges Mountains. This combat is brutal. They're in heavily wooded forests, and every time they have to take a hill with Germans on top of it, the Germans retreat, run down the hill, run right up another hill, and then they have to fight up the high ground again. It's absolutely miserable. And the first thing they need to do is they need to take over a town called Broyers, and in order to do that, they have to take over all the hills surrounding the town. There's 4 big ones, A, B, C, and D. The 442nd is in charge of taking over all the hills, while the rest of the 36th Infantry goes in and takes over the town. 442nd goes to work, they do their thing, they run uphill into German machine gun fire, take the hills anyways on A, B, and C. But on D, the Germans are putting up a hell of a fight. This battle goes on for hours. It's just a seesaw battle of they drive up the hill, they get driven back down, they drive up, they get driven back down. It is yard by yard brutal combat. They're taking heavy casualties. There's finally a lull in the battle. There's not a wave going up, and normally all the combat they've been experienced to at this time, the Germans have been pretty respectful of the rules of war, right? When you're not launching an attack, you send out the medics go out there, they pick up the casualties, they pick up the dead, they bring them back, they get everybody taken care of, you extend the enemy the same courtesy. That's usually how it's gone at this point, but now the Germans are getting desperate because D-Day has already happened. Shit is hitting the fan, and they are no longer playing by the rules. The 442nd doesn't know that, so they send the medics out. The medics go, they lay out the litter, they grab a guy that's been shot, still alive, probably gonna survive. His name's Abe Ohama. They get him on the litter, and they start carrying him back, and then the Germans open up on the medics and the wounded with machine gun fire. Abe Ohama, while he was on the litter, was struck again and immediately killed. Seeing this, the rest of the 442nd, unprompted, without orders, pissed off, gets on their feet and charges the hill while screaming, takes the entire hill, killing 50 Germans and capturing another 7 as POWs. The 442nd has just conducted what is very reminiscent of a Japanese banzai charge. and it's practice that they're going to need for later. From here, the rest of the 36th Infantry goes in, they take over Bruyères, and the 442nd renames Hill D Ohama's Hill. At this point, the 442nd's been fighting nonstop for weeks on end, so they're finally sent back to the rear for R&R. And the second they get there, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, they immediately get told there's an emergency, they got to turn back around and head back to the front line.
Oh,
the commander
shit.
of the 36th Infantry, General Dahlquist, somehow got placed in charge of an entire infantry division and had never actually been in combat. In addition to that, men that served underneath him said he seemed to care more about being the first unit into Germany than he did about actually taking care of his guys and keeping them alive. These factors would culminate and come to a head on October 24th, 1944, when he would order the 1st Battalion of the 141st Infantry Regiment to overextend into German lines, and they would then be engulfed and completely surrounded by an entire German division. To put that into perspective, if you don't know military unit sizes, that's about 300 men surrounded by about 6,000.
Yep.
So while the 442nd
Holy
was
fuck.
making their way back to the front lines, General Dahlquist orders the 1st and 2nd Battalion of the 141st Infantry to go in and save their buddies. They go, they try fighting, they end up getting pushed back. And here's the kicker. The Germans just think that the Americans are trying to break through the line. They don't know that the Americans are freaking out because there's an entire battalion surrounded. They have no idea that 1st Battalion is up above them on a ridge. But from the American perspective, they think obviously the Germans know that, so they're like, oh shit, we can't punch through the line to go save them. We better start airdropping in ammunition, food, and water so they can stay up on that ridge and fight as long as possible. So they go and try to airdrop a bunch of supplies to them. The airdrop gets caught by the wind and goes off course, and then the Germans are like, wait a minute, why the fuck are the Americans airdropping supplies to us? Oh shit, we have an entire battalion surrounded.
Oh no. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah. This is definitely a congratulations you played yourself moment.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So now they start attacking the Lost
Holy
Battalion
shit.
too. The 442nd makes it to the front line on October 28th. Now, in hindsight, some of the Nisei feel they were sent in particular because they were deemed expendable, and if they all died, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. However, a lot of the other Nisei like to believe they were sent in because they were the best. So the 442nd goes in, and it is absolutely...
That's the way to look at it, right? Don't focus on the horrible negatives, because everything's going to try to pull you into that way, right? Again, even look at the situation we're in right now for me. But, you know, don't try to focus on the negatives, focus on the positives as best you can. It sucks. It's not always easy. Trust me, I know that right now. I'm fucking sick to my stomach from stress. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You'll get through it.
Absolutely brutal. The Germans have minefields all over the fucking place. They have fortified machine gun positions. So the Lost Battalion's up here. The 442nd has to approach from here. There's the German line in between, and then off to the side is Hill 617 that also has a bunch of Germans on it, overlooking the approach to the German line. So they're just getting machine gun fire and mortars rained down on them from absolutely everywhere. For the first 2 days, the 442nd advances like a couple hundred yards. Every time they peek out from behind a tree or stick their head up out of a foxhole, anytime they leave cover, they're getting shot at. They can't move. They're completely pinned down. After 2 days of being essentially paralyzed on the battlefield, the 442nd, the Nisei decide they're going to live up to their motto, go for broke. They're just going to fucking send it. Here's the plan. They've got 3 battalions. They're going to send one of them up to Hill 617. They're going to take that hill, wipe the Germans off the top of it. Then they're going to come back down the hill, rejoin the other 2 battalions, and then they're going to launch a full-on assault and penetrate the German line and save the Texans. 3rd Battalion gets the order. They're going to launch their attack on Hill 617 first, at which point the 3rd Battalion commander grabs his Colt 45 pistol and says, okay, boys, let's go. Nobody moves. Nobody wants to get out of their foxhole or poke their head out from behind their tree. If they get up, they're going to get shot. This is absolutely crazy. After that, a couple of moments go by, probably the longest couple of moments in human history. It's just dead quiet. Nobody wants to move. And eventually, 2nd Lieutenant Edward Davis, the last officer in his company, stands up and gets on his feet as all the other Nisei are looking at him like he's crazy. And he turns to his highest-ranking NCO, Sergeant Kohashi, and asks him, doesn't order him, he asks him, will you go with me? Sergeant Kohashi leaps up onto his feet, screams a battle cry, and starts running up the hill. And all of the other Nisei do the exact same thing as they have a full frontal assault up this hill. Some of the men even sarcastically screamed bonsai, both making fun of the Japanese that do this and making fun of the situation as a whole, literally being a smartass in the face of death. They take heavy casualties, but within an hour, they've cleared all the Germans off the top of Hill 617. They then split up that battalion and send some of the companies back down to rejoin the other 2 battalions as they begin their assault towards the German line. And those companies that come down from the hill bring the same energy with them, and they launch another bonsai charge straight at the German line. Worth noting, one of the men that was in this charge was Daniel Inouye. Remember the kid we talked about earlier that dropped out of med school to go be part of the 442nd? He is in this charge going in to rescue the lost battalion, and as he's charging towards the German line, he gets shot in the chest. But he carries $2 silver in his front breast pocket for good luck, and they literally deflect the bullet and save his life. The 442nd then proceeds to fight and break through the German line, and what happens next is probably one of the coolest moments in human history. Cutting back to the Lost Battalion, they've been surrounded and fighting for their lives for the past 5 days. They're starving, they're dehydrated, they're low on ammunition, and there's this 19-year-old Texan kid in his defensive perimeter with his gun pointed outward, just waiting for the Germans to come and get him. There's fog, there's smoke, he can't see shit, and off in the distance he sees a silhouette approaching, and it's getting closer, and it's getting closer, but the silhouette's not shooting at him, so he doesn't shoot at them. And as it gets closer, he can start to see the person through the smoke, and it's a Japanese guy in an American uniform, Private First Class Matt Sakamoto. And as he gets closer, he stops, and Matt Sakamoto and this young Texan kid are looking at each other, and this Texas kid's lip starts quivering, and he starts tearing up. He's just had his life saved by this Nisei soldier. And then Matt Sakamoto, in the coolest thing ever, just reaches in his pocket and pulls out a package of Lucky Strike cigarettes, one for himself, and goes, "You want to smoke?" And a couple seconds after that, the rest of the Nisei come walking through the smoke, and they've rescued the Lost Battalion. 64 men of the Lost Battalion were killed in combat. 211 of them were saved by the 442nd. To save those men, the 442nd sustained 800 casualties, 120 dead, and 680 wounded. And it is at this point that a rational person that's maybe never served in the military would ask, is that even worth it? Should they have went in there to rescue them if it costs that much? And the answer is unequivocally yes. And it's not because the Nisei were expendable or that they were worth less than the Texans. It's because nobody's expendable. When you join the United States Army, when you become a soldier, they make you say the Soldier's Creed over and over and over again ad nauseum. And in the Soldier's Creed, it says, "I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade." And those.
Yep. Oh shit, that got me teary-eyed. Never leave a man behind. Oh my goodness sakes. Marines have a very similar saying, and it's about never leaving a Marine behind, no matter what.
Those aren't just words that they make you say because they sound good. No, it's a promise to the person to the left and the right of you that no matter how bad shit gets, we're going to come to get you because you're one of us. You're not just some number on a spreadsheet that we can plug into a mathematical calculation and determine if you're worth saving or not. No, you're an American soldier and we're coming to fucking get you.
Goddamn right.
And there's never been a better embodiment of this principle than the 442nd rescuing the Lost Battalion. Because not only did they live up to the ideal of you're one of us, we're coming to get you no matter what, they also, in doing so, proved that they are one of them. The Nisei, the outsiders, the Japanese that nobody can trust, proved irrefutably that they're not Japanese, they're not outsiders, they're just Americans. They're one of us. Okay, now, finally, after getting pulled off of R&R almost immediately to go save the day and rescue the Lost Battalion, they are then finally sent to southern France where they can actually have some R&R. And from November till March, they're on a security detail that's relatively low impact. They get to rest, recuperate, they get their ranks replenished, and this is referred to as the Champagne Campaign. Then in April of 1945, the Allied forces finally make it to the German Gothic Line, their last-ditch effort of defenses inside of Italy. It is heavily fortified, and like everything else the Germans made, it's believed to be impenetrable.
That's actually hilarious.
So, the Allied forces called up the A-Team. They bring in the 442nd. Nothing has fucking stopped these guys yet. This probably isn't going to stop them either. And because they're the best guys, they're going to get the toughest mission. They are assigned to attack one of the mountain strong points of the entire Gothic line. Literally, the most impenetrable part, that's where the 442nd is going to attack. Now, the reason the chain of command did this is they wanted to use the 442nd as a diversionary attack, right? They're going to have the 442nd attack this super strong point. That way, the Germans are going to send all of their reinforcement troops to this strong point to hold that point, right? And then, once all the reserve troops are there fighting the 442nd, because these guys aren't going to give up, and hell, they might win anyways, they're going to be able to attack a weaker part in the Gothic line and punch through. However, nobody told the 442nd that, so the 442nd treats it not as a diversionary attack, but as a main attack, and they punch through the strongest point with reinforcements anyways in a single day.
You plan. It worked.
And during that attack on April 1st, 1945, the main character that's been there all along would finally emerge. Daniel Inouye, the 18-year-old kid that dropped out of medical school and put his dreams of becoming a surgeon on hold to go off and fight for his country. Daniel Inouye, the guy that helped save the Lost Battalion and had his life saved by $2 silver when he was shot in the chest, had ended up getting promoted in the field to a lieutenant and was now leading an entire platoon. During the attack on the Gothic line, Daniel Inouye's platoon gets pinned down by 3 German machine gun nests with MG-42s, the most terrifying machine gun of World War II. With his entire company pinned down, Daniel decides that he's going to live up to the unit motto of go for broke, and he's going to do some gangster shit. Advancing by himself, he gets shot in the stomach, fights through it, gets to the German machine gun nest, hits it with a grenade, blows it up, immediately shifts to go to the next German machine gun nest, makes it all the way there, throws another grenade in that one, takes out the Germans there as well. He then crawls up to the 3rd German machine gun nest, gets within 10 yards, grabs his grenade, pulls the pin, he's just holding down the spoon, winds back to throw it, and the German inside the nest shoots him with an anti-personnel grenade that hits him directly in the elbow. He was so close that the grenade didn't have time to arm itself, and it is just the blunt force trauma of a massive grenade flying at him that severs the majority of his arm. His men immediately leap up to help him, but he screams at them to stay under cover because he's worried that that arm that he's not in control of anymore is going to relax and let go of the spoon on that grenade and kill him and even more of his men, so he orders them to stay back. In his own words, and I quote, "I looked at my right hand and it was gone. The grenade was still there, clenched in a fist that suddenly wasn't a part of me anymore. I pried it out with my left hand and threw it." That grenade hits its target, and Daniel Inouye has just taken out a 3rd German machine gun nest, both left-handed and single-handedly, literally. He then gets to his feet and continues advancing on the German position, killing at least 1 more German with his Thompson submachine gun before getting shot in the leg and collapsing to the ground unconscious. He then wakes back up flat on his back, looking up at his men who are looking down at him, and he hits them with the hardest line in military history, and I quote, "Nobody called off the war," literally telling his dudes,
Holy
quit
shit.
worrying about me and assault the fucking objective. And as if that wasn't gangster enough, Daniel Inouye is then rushed to the rear where he receives emergency medical treatment and has to get his arm amputated in the field completely sober. He had already received too much morphine in the field, they couldn't give him any more without killing him, and they don't have anesthesia on the front lines in World War II, so they just had to cut it off while he was awake. While that's going on, Inouye's men and the rest of the 442nd go on a German ass-kicking extravaganza. Over the course of the next week, they liberate like 5 towns, a concentration camp, they secure key roads, they cut off German supply lines, they're forcing Germans to surrender left and right. The 442nd is advancing so fast that American supply lines can't even keep up, and they're forced to operate on whatever they confiscate from the Germans that they kill or surrender to them. Then on May 2nd, 1945, the German forces inside of Italy surrender. 5 days after that, May 7th, 1945, all of Germany surrenders, and World War II for the 442nd is over. When all was said and done, approximately 18,000 men fought in the 442nd Infantry Regiment. And those 18,000 men were awarded more than 18,000 medals, making them the most decorated unit in U.S. military history for their size and tenure. A few of those medals include 8 Presidential Unit Citations, which is like the Medal of Honor for a military unit, and they earned 5 of them in a single month. 21 Medals of Honor, 29 Distinguished Service Crosses, somewhere between 360 and 600 Silver Stars, 4,000 Bronze Stars, and 9,486 Purple Hearts. And that is the story of the Nisei, the Americans that made up the 442nd Infantry Regiment that had every excuse in the world to hate America and chose to love and fight for it anyways. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
You fought not only the enemy, but you fought prejudice, and you've won. Keep up that fight, and we'll continue to win. We'll make this great republic stand for just what its Constitution says it stands for. The welfare of all the people, all the time.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, Daniel Inouye, the main character. Yeah, so he made a full recovery. He survived World War II. Not only that, he goes back home, and you can't exactly be a surgeon with one hand. So Daniel Inouye gets involved in politics, graduates college, ends up becoming one of the government representatives for the United States territory of Hawaii. He is then instrumental in Hawaii becoming a state, and once Hawaii becomes a state, he then becomes Hawaii's state senator until he passes away in 2012. Now, I realize that I've just glorified a politician, and that's inevitably going to rub somebody the wrong way for some reason, and to be honest, I've intentionally avoided looking at his political career while researching for this video. I genuinely have no idea right now whether that man was a Republican, a Democrat, an independent, something in between. I have no idea. But here's what I do know. Regardless of what his politics were, I have the utmost confidence that that's the type of dude that I want in a leadership position, because at the end of the day, I have absolute confidence that he wants what's best for the country and not what's best for his party, which is extremely hard to find in a politician. So yeah, thanks for watching.
I agree.
I really hope I did that story justice. See you later.
On the day I left to put on the uniform, and so he accompanied me on the streetcar, sitting side by side, and both of us looking straight ahead, and nothing is said until we get close to the destination, when we know that the streetcar is going to stop. He clears his throat and he says, "This country has been good to us. It has given me jobs. It has made it possible for you to go to school. We have lived a good life. We owe a lot to the country. Therefore, if you must give your life, so be it. But whatever you do not dishonor the family. Do not dishonor the country." It appears that this was an important part of the Nisei's, as you put it, value system. Because I recall very vividly the night before we began our first attack. So that following morning, I sat down and said, "By the way, what were you people thinking about last night? I'm just curious." After a while, one of them popped up and he said, "I was praying that I don't be a coward." And the next one said, "Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing." Everyone said the same thing in different ways. Do not dishonor the family, right? So here, these are the men who work in the plantations, who work in the fields, men who volunteered from the camps, you know, because they were a mixture of Kotonks and us. And every one of them, whether they were in Montana, Wyoming, or Arizona, or Honolulu, came out with the same thing.
Whew. Sorry, I had to mute for that. Oh, Grynus, you hit a sore spot. Grynus, I got banned from the server. I got banned. They said I was being OOCly abusive, which I don't agree with, but one of the headmans was like, "No, you're just overly passionate. You just got to tone it down." So 4 months I can appeal. I hope the server lasts that long. I do. But it's rough. It's rough. Yeah. Well, the thing. No. Oh man, I have no idea if they'll allow it. Because now a bunch of people are pointing out that, you know, Cross is the way he is. Yeah. Well, no, I very much appreciate that. Here, let me post in the chats to make sure everybody gets the links exactly where to go for the Fat Electrician video. I'll post it here. I'll post it for anyone that happens to be over on Twitch. Of the next Oh, okay, and there's now a whitelist on the server. There's going to be a whitelist on the server for Gauru. For Final Nights. So, we'll see how that goes. I hope it'll go well. I don't know. I was trying to think of stuff to keep my mind preoccupied, you know? Because I'm trying to stop the stress. I've been just been under so much stress because of the ban and everything. So I'm just trying to keep focused, keep positive. Again, it is what it is. We'll see. A lot of the new lore team doesn't like Cross and the lore and stuff for him, which is also like, it just feels like everything's trying to really like, ugh. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm just trying to, you know, think positively. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. And I'm making myself stressed out again. Okay. Right. Let's I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. Sorry, I'm trying to think while trying to tamp down the fucking stress and make myself stop feeling queasy. It's such a stupid thing to be like stressed over, you know? But at the same time it's rough. Okay. Okay. What do we have that we could do? Oh, my things I don't have on here. Weird. What sounds good to you guys? Should I start up a game, or like what should we do? Does anything sound good to you guys? I don't know, Anti-Boy Scout, I don't know. I'm just, yeah. I don't know. Down for whatever? Beans. Well, how about if we... Maybe nothing too wolfy right now? I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that is possible. Right. Let us... We could do some Night Rain. I need to practice quite heavily. Or Elder Scrolls Online. Another note, I downed a Bile Titan with a revolver in Helldivers 2. It took a while. Yeah, I imagine it would. What do you guys think? Some ESO, some Night Rain. Yeah, let's do some Night Rain. Let's do some Night Rain. Because I need to practice at it. Aim was terrible in the panic. That's fine. Everybody has that where they get worse aim, right? When shit hits the fan, you're just like, put up or shut up. It's the stress on that can really fuck things over. Okay. I have to work all the way up to it. But I'll show you what makes this guy interesting, right? So, the cursed sword that we can get... Oh, I get to keep my thing. Nice. Yeah, the cursed sword we can get. So, triangle, L2. This can actually do the Sekiro deflect stuff and break people off balance, which I really fucking appreciate. I gotta build up to what his specialty is. Hold on. I wish you could start with the specialty off the bat, you know? Yeah, I definitely need to practice a lot more because there is a... whew. There's that learning curve again, right? If you've done Elden Ring, you're a lot better off, but there's its own... This game has its own quirks and everything. Like, for example, hold on, let me show this. Right? Let me sheet that. So, as part of its own quirks, you have your normal sprint, but because this is a roguelike, and there's the ever-present thing, you have this, which is your super dash. So you go immediately to max speed just by pushing in the left thumbstick. And as you see, you have special character abilities too. So as you saw with the cursed sword. And then, this character's capability, when he goes, when his ultimate, Yee. And each one of them has their own ultimates, right? Each character. And they have their own boosts and everything. And as part of being a roguelike, when you complete, I mean, not even complete missions, when you've finished a run, dead or otherwise, you can get this stuff to, like, slot in its place, right? I'm gonna go buy a few of these more. I don't have enough for skins anyways, so... Red? Okay. Oh. That would be nice. Green. Oh my goodness! Huh. Nice. Yeah, you can talk to the other characters and everything in here. And they each have their own stories and stuff. Oh, and lip sync. Well, really bad lip sync, but it's more like lip flapping.
Ready to fight.
But at least now their lips move.
No matter how towering the beast we face, stand your ground and raise your shield. Be patient. Your window of opportunity will come.
Hang on, the one is over here. She's always here in the library. Oh, there she is.
I fear I may succumb to sleep. I believe myself skilled in my craft,
Yeah, I've only just started. I've only done a couple solo runs, right? So let's do a solo run just so you can see, because I still got to learn like where we're supposed to go, what are the good targets, what are bad targets, you know? I've never been in there before, so let's try and clear that place out. See if it's worth it. Oh no, I have been in here before. I think I found some cool stuff in the top side, but I never went underground. Oh shit, I thought I was gonna kill him. Woo! There we go. And I can just run over here real quick. Refill. Where is it? There we go. Oh, and inside. I never went down here before. What's down here? That's not bad. There we go. Oh, fuck. I didn't roll past him. Okay, cool. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I thought I was going to get through that quick enough. I did not. Okay. Okay. This goes right back outside, so let's go the other way. Oh. Oh, no. The worst part is knowing that they're immune to bleed. Woo! Oh, wait, maybe I should do... Hold on. I'm gonna try this. Oh, shit! Ow! Ow! Ooh! Put that away. Thank you. Heal. So the deflection thing does work, I just gotta be very fucking careful with it. Oh, nice! That should count as a backstab, hell yeah. Hey, Mouse. Good to see you. Ow. I tried to roll back. I ran out of stamina. Oh, appreciate that. Nice. Oh my goodness sakes. Proof fire attack power, but it's bleed. I'll do Grave Scythe. Oh no! Where? Oh shit, it's right behind me. Go, 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 go. Yeah, how you doing today, Mouse? Thank you, appreciate it. Up here's a Grace, hold on. I need to get to at least 3. Give it a shot. See how it goes. Excuse me. Okay. Another Grace here. I don't know if we can take that, but we'll try. No. Not great. Whatever that's down there died. Let's check what's in here. If we got time. Woofs. nothing in there? Oh, well. It's down here. I'm level 6, good lord. Actually, let's take those. Butcher knife. I'm level 7 again. Oh shit. Ow. Ow. Sorry, but yeah, I need your... Sorry, Wolf Rider. That's usable, right? It is, okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Mouse. Genuinely. Get up here to this before it's engulfed. Okay, a couple more levels. Oh, let's heal ailments. Fuck. We're about to see what battle we'll be in. I think for the first one, it's always the same. I mean, it might always be the same just in general. I didn't realize how long this fucking sword is. Holy shit. Holy shit. Here we go. Oh, it's not the same. Perfumer. Okay. And another perfumer over there. Oh fuck, I missed. Chronos accurate sword, yep. that's lame. Alright, what boss is it? Or is there more I'm missing? Is there another I'm missing? Oh, there he is. He was out in the goop. Get back here, you son of a bitch. Ah. Now that can't be one. Hello? Hello? Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Alright, well. Oh, fuck. And where are you going? Where? Okay, there we go. It's coming back. Fuck. I knew that was bad. Ow. Ow. Where are you going now? You son of a bastard bitch. Oh my god. Oh, he's coming back again. I don't know what's going on. Ow. I have no idea what was going on in that fight. That was weird. Restores HP. Yeah, sure. Okay, we're level 7 now. So now where do I go? That way? Up the ruins? No, you have a limited time to stay inside of the transformation. Though it is funny to think that he knocked me out of his bow. Nice. Oh, shit. I can't see shit. Oh, fuck, he got me that time. Oh, no. Whew. No. I appreciate that he's giving me all this EXP though, or runes. Oh, fuck, I got greedy on that one, that was my bad. Durable as fuck, ain't he? Lorak, you're a cross-laying worm spawn? Yeah. Oh, I tried to roll. Holy shit, I've never seen that attack before. Neat. Also scary. Got him. Very scary. Go, run. Whee! I like it. I'm just not very good at it. So I just gotta get better. Spent that entire one just taking out a single entity. Open, open. Oh, ow! Bastard. Bastard bitch. Bastard bitch shit fuck. Okay. Right. There's a thing down here. Whee! Oh, hit me, bastard. Racing game fans are eating good this year? Are they? They were big in racing, so I don't have a clue. Right, so I guess just search up here. See what we find. Oh fuck, I missed. Ah! Die! Okay. Oh! That's a lot of dudes. Oh, ow. That was quick. Ugh! Look! Who's throwing another pot? Oh my god, there's another one over there. I'm just like, who the fuck is throwing pots at me? Dead. Cool. There's another one throwing over there. Bastard. Okay. Quickly, 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 quickly. This is the spear call ritual. Oh. Neat. What's this? Holy shit, that's like a super loot body. Okay. Keep that in mind for the future. I'm assuming this is going to be the battlefield. It seems like it. Oh, or it's gonna be down here. Toasties! Toasties! Oh my god, that's one of those is out there. Up here, maybe? It looks... seems like it. More perfumers. Oh shit. The worst ones. Nope. Saw it coming. Okay, cool. Now, switch over. What? Alright, fuck this. No, you get back here. You get back here. You're the weak ones. Whoa! Whoa, fuck! Ow! He's healing himself! The bastard bitch! Come on! Come here! You fuck! You absolute fuck! Oh, shit. Oh! Oh my god. That's awful. Oh! Just fucking die, please. Thank you. Oh, he missed, thank god. Ow! What? Oh! No! Defeat. Sadness. Absolute sadness. I feel like I should have been. I feel like that should have dodged. But it didn't. Yeah, how you doing, Ben, though? Yeah, they're about the same on this end, too. That's the furthest I think I've gotten thus far, because I've just been doing solo expeditions. Alas, defeat. Yep. I couldn't handle the Petey Pete's. Petey Pete's the defeats. Yeah. It is. It is. Holy shit. Yeah, take care, Mouse. Always good to see you. Okay. I need to go this side. Hello there. Well, I can get one. See what we get. Chunk's possession at start of expedition. Eh. Bleh. I got one that's a really good one, I think, for a different character. Yeah, see that green one? Iron Eye has green. Raider has green. Recluse has green. Okay. This gives them a chance to experiment like fucking crazy. Poison afflicted enemy. You know, what's Raider's stuff? To summon a giant tombstone. Hmm. Maybe I should try a thing. Try matchmaking. I don't know how well it'll go, but we can give it a shot. Meanwhile... Oh, hell yeah, Ben. Do we have a third? Or can we do just the two of us and then matchmake to get a third? 'Cause I would absolutely do that. I would absolutely do that. Give me a second to go to the bathroom and I'll let you answer. BRB a momento, sir. Alright, buddy, give me a second. I'm gonna put on my headphones. Plug all this in. Plug in the headset. Oh, plug in the headset. Right. Okay. Let's get to Ben now. Holy corrupt tomes and looks like some freaky angel units. Nice. Yee, that's a... Okay. The extraordinary gentleman. Sir Ben, would you like to jump into your Discord or my Discord? I do not care either way. And we can coordinate. I forgot that Chris has the gripping galleon. Oh my god. That's terrible. That's terrible. Let's do gripping galleon. Ah! We're going in the goon cave. Hey Ben.
G'day.
Oh man, it's good to hear from you.
Likewise, it's been a while.
It has. Oh my god, I have
You
been...
have to forgive me, my voice is a bit croaky at the moment.
Ah, it's okay. It gives it a sultry sound to it. Mm-hmm. No, I've just been so bloody busy, and now I'm all stressed out too. So now I've made myself feel sick, and I hate that feeling.
Oh joy.
Yeah. But it comes and goes now. Like before, when it was fresh, it was like more stress. Now it's like coming and going. I want it to stay gone, but you know, it is what it is. Right. Morning, Mishima. Good to see you. Okay, so
Okay,
let's get a password on this, shall we? Or I can just invite you, can't I?
Sure can.
Okay. So how do we do this?
So if you go to Commence Expedition and go over, you can just invite members at the top of the team session in the matchmaking settings.
Okay. Invite members. Well, I clicked invite, and now nothing else has come up.
Oh. There we go.
Ah, there you go. There's Sir Ben. Nice. Beautiful. And now it doesn't matter, right? We can just launch.
Yeah.
Will it look...
third?
It'll look for a third? Good.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Because that's what...
Hit and miss as to whether or not they're actually good, but...
Yeah, well... Still be nice to have a third. And you're going to have to help guide me, because... I hadn't played Night Rain until, like, 2 days ago. So...
Right.
I am very, new. I at least found the character select, so that was nice. I did that all on my own.
Well done.
Oh my goodness sakes. Alright. Yeah, so I don't have any like good relics or anything like that either yet.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, I will commence. We'll go from there. The character select is the Dark Souls of menus. Yeah. A lot of people, Raging Bull was like, I don't think there is a character select. Then I found this bell over here. I was like, oh, I found it. Maybe I should break down some of these that I'm not using.
Sorry, I hadn't even read it up.
No worries. Okay. I guess it's searching now?
Yeah. So it shouldn't take too long, because quite a few people do this one.
Yeah, there you go. I gotta get used to the Cursed Blade having the Sekiro system.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it is interesting.
No, the Cursed Blade's nice, and you can literally deflect anything in the game, except for grabs. Any attack from any creature at all. Doesn't just have to be humanoids.
Nice. Dude, he's got the cool looking Executor skin. I've got the baby's first expedition skin. Oh. So yeah, that's the thing I saw, is that once you beat 2 Night Lords, you unlock skins, and I was like, ooh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just follow wherever you go. You're my guide.
Right. Oh, jeez.
Whoa! Anything good here? Oh, great bow. Fire pod. I'm gonna take a kukri just in case.
Improve chain attack finishes, I might do that one. Yeah.
Okay, he's fighting over here. Heading towards Elmo.
There should be a stone sword key somewhere in this building that we can use to open a Everjail.
Okay. Oh, I know where he's at. He's underground, isn't he?
Yeah, we can go this way.
Okay.
Should be a hole just in here. Here it is. Oh, it's this guy. Nice and easy.
I'm coming. Got him up. Whoa! Nice.
I've got a fireworkers actually if you want it.
Ooh, I got a serpent bone blade. Do you do poison?
Nah.
Okay, I got a fire grave scythe and a serpent bone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop that. It's fine. I think I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the fire one because I can use that right now. Well, I'll use it when we level, but yeah. Oh, it's so tiny. Where am
Looks like
I?
Elmo wants to go. Oh yeah, he's just in there. I'm gonna follow Elmo.
Yeah, I will
Not
as
sure
well.
if
I
he
just
knows
got
what
that.
he's doing or not, but
Oh no. End of the road here. Oh! Skyrim! Walked up the side of that mountain. I'm coming.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Right, give me a second. We're gonna at least level up once. No. Okay. Longer invincibility windows during evasive maneuvers? Sure.
We'll do this cave here.
Okay. Coming. He wants to go over there.
Well, this cave is right here. I don't know what he's doing, but in here we can get a smithing stone.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Ah, yep, smithing stone 2. Nice. Alright. There we go. Didn't grab it for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you need to put it in your inventory slot.
Yeah. So now I just need a smithing stone 1.
Yeah, there should be some here.
Lightning
Any
hatchet.
blue shinies on the ground. Oh, jeez, no, I'm not going to try that. You can buy smithing stone ones from the merchants anyway for like 6,000.
Okay. I'm not gonna stay in there for too long.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm following Elmo now.
Yep, I'm following you guys. 1-star ancestral wax and gibbous. Ooh, sounds good to me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fuck. I got you. Or he's got you. He's coming to you. Poise, I guess.
Yeah, same pose.
Okay. Alright, he's going that way.
Scion, you want to do this? I don't think Elmo wants to do this.
No, I don't think he does
No,
either.
Elmo
Let's
doesn't
go.
want to do this.
Yeah, I see. We're right next to the water. Holy
Oh,
shit.
yeah. We've got the rain's coming in as well.
Yep. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Oh, right.
I just had a brain fart moment. Oh! Almost
There's a
threaded the
church
needle.
here. We'll grab another flask.
Yep. Okay, he wants to do the castle, looks like.
See what we've got in the castle. We've got
I see a death bird up there.
top.
Yeah.
We'll see what's in the castle, because if we've got Crucible Knights, that'll be a nice lot of souls for us. There's also a boss at the bottom of the castle somewhere. If it's the Bell-Bearing Hunter, we are going to run.
I had to fight that for my first boss earlier.
Bell-Bearing Hunter is freaking just... Yeah.
Okay.
We have... Okay, they're Banished Knights.
Oh shit. Nice. Oh, another one. Fire pot. That's it? Wow. Mm-mm. Oh no! Well, I'm coming back up. Nice. Boiled crab? Ooh! Hell yeah. Eleanor's pole blade. Hopefully I have enough to get there. Huh? Oh, there we go. Nice.
Surprised that he didn't want to go... Oh no, he is going down underneath there. There we go.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to get it so I can actually use the pole blade.
No, fair enough. We have enough time to do this before it starts streaming, and we'll be fine.
Okay, coming.
Unless it's the, Okay, it's the wolf. We're fine.
Ow! Oh shit, I went down.
Oh, I'm down to it.
Oh
You're
no! No, you're kidding.
That's just the worst.
Wild.
Brains on into,
Oh. I got a really good weapon too. Damn.
That's alright.
Yeah, but now I can't use it because level lost.
Oh, right. That's alright. End of this boss fight.
Yeah.
We could also... Oh, no, I don't think either of us have a stone sword key.
I do not.
So I'm doing something there.
Oh yeah, you're right, this way. Yep. Yep. Ow. Ow. You stop throwing your magic, you little shit. Alright, which battle are you gonna give us now?
Must be like a noble or something somewhere that's not dead yet.
Nope.
Nope, oh, it took a while.
Oh, joy.
Oh. So this guy's really easy to parry if you want to use the Cursed Blade. This guy's really easy to parry.
I know, I'm just trying to also get you both up.
Oh, what?
Gotta heal. Ugh! There. Ugh. He is on you, like real bad.
He's fine, he's gonna edge walk towards me all he wants.
I know. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh my goodness. Armaments inflict blood loss when HP is low. Parry the spell. Restore FP. I'll need that for later stuff.
Okay, level 7. There we go.
Okay, now put this back on.
We're almost determined to go and get our souls back.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh! Another one.
Oh, nice.
Spell Drake. Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Woofda. I'm coming! Pretty sure the gate's open now, right?
No.
Unfortunate. I'm leading the way, but I don't know the way. Oh, ow!
We'll come down into these, yeah.
Yeah, I went
almost.
I went the wrong way.
I think Elmo's disconnected.
Did he? I'm trying to figure out how to get to you. Oh, here we go, down here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm coming. Almost there.
It's not my game today.
Happens. Rise from defeat a single time. Wending Grace. Yes, please. There we go, level 9.
So now we want to go up this way, and this is the way we can open the gate. And there's also a another pendant we can get.
Nice.
Oh, nice, purple. Radagon icon. Damn it.
Ugh. I guess fire negation.
Whatever.
Okay, cool. Oh, wow. Alright.
There's another guy down here that we can get another drop off.
Not what I wanted, but there's not much else I could do. Actually, this guy had a ton of loot.
This will give us a drop.
That guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wakazashi. Yeah.
Oh. It just keeps wanting to give me other stuff. Weird.
Grave Scythe. What else is this? Meteoric Orblade.
Oh, smithing stone. Hell yeah. Give me that. I'm gonna drop this and drop that. Okay. Where's Elmo? He's all the way over there.
Okay, let's go. This bush here will increase rune acquisition.
Nice.
There's another one over here. Is that a church? Yes, it is.
Excellent.
Nice, another flask.
Doing good, Dimitri. How are you doing today? Just here hanging with Ben. If I can find another merchant, I'll level up this twin blade.
Oh, there'll be another merchant. So if you open up your map,
Yeah.
and then press Y, it'll show you where all the merchants are.
Oh, okay. Yes, we're not gonna find one for a bit. Now, based on where we're going.
Where Elmer's going? Oh, I'm gonna go and get the poison thing, I guess. Lean on Misbegotten.
I was gonna say, like, max stamina increase. Whoa!
Oh, jeez. He's cutting it close.
Got it. Oh my goodness. Hey, there's a free bonfire right here. Or Grace. Hell yeah. He wants to go over that way? Okay.
Oh, Loretta. Oh,
Oh wow. Not good. Cause I knew it was not good because I was mid animation. Thank you, appreciate it. Out of here. Ow! That hurt quite a lot. Get out of here, you fucking bat! There we go. Ooh.
another Eleanor's pole blade. You want a second one?
I got a Hand of Melania.
Oh, damn.
Or a Moonveil. Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna take this one. I'll take that too, I guess. Hang on. Level up. Run.
Got a champion here.
Gain runes, I guess. Nope. Not enough. Man, I wish I had the thing for every Everjail increase my attack power. I didn't take it this time. What is it? Nope, improved incantations. I do not care. Following Emma up here. You really gotta be on your fucking toes. Got it. Two things of poop. Nothing here worth it for me. Maybe you can level up. Yep. Cool. Oh, I don't have enough money. I shouldn't have leveled up. I could have leveled up my Mikkela's blade. Or Melania's blade. Hindsight. Super peeved and ready to crack my teeth on a jawbreaker. What's up? You mean the announcement of the whitelist? Yeah. Yeah, Cross's character is going to have to change a bit on the server, but that's okay. He can still be the broken thing, just he can't do the full story. Sadly. Down here, you little fuck. Oh shit. No, please. Stop running. Increased number of runes obtained. Yep, that's nice.
My bad, I was muted all this time.
Oh, it's okay. Oh! Right as I was going in. Alright, the other one's behind you. What the fuck?
Oh no.
Alright, healing. For sure. I'm tanking quite a lot of damage. Oh, fuck. Nice. I'm up.
Oh jeez. Oh, careful.
It's okay. It's okay. Attacks more likely to break stance of enemies. Ooh.
Nice,
Yeah. Especially with how rapid I've got.
Level 13, not too bad.
Yep, level 13. Take that. Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
Derp. Cannot strengthen armament. Okay, well, fine. Damn it, I'm coming! I'm slow, I'm sorry! You're not allowed to strengthen Mikkela's blade, apparently. Or, Melania's blade.
Yeah, no, it's level 3, so you got blue, purple, and yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a Gallery whitelist on TFN. Well, you saw, Mouse. They tried to take my PR too, afterwards. Like, It's funny because I'd been advocating for a Gallery whitelist for a while.
Okay.
Okay, so. Ugh! Oh! Stop it! I'm being bullied.
Jeez. Right.
Oh my god! Ah! I haven't got a hit in! No, I'm down. Thank you, appreciate it. Oh, joy. Hi. Ah! Why are there all three on me?
Because you've aggroed him.
Oh shit. Ow! Oh no, I was healing. Shit, I'm down again. Appreciate it. Alright, let's go help our buddy. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Ow, fuck. Oh, you bastard bitches. No, you stunned me. Ow. Oh shit. Ah! I got no healing left, by the way.
Yeah.
Ugh! Ugh! Stop it! There you go. Ugh. Hey! There you go. Come here, die!
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yay! It was brutal, but we did it. Thank you very much, Ben. Holy shit.
Yeah, but of course.
Oh, man. Reward for achieving objective. Got a lot of greens. Pocket watch. Hell yeah.
Watch is one of the best relics in the game.
Yep, FP restoration upon successive attacks. That's what kept me doing all my like super attacks over and over again.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, and stamina recovers with each successive attack, +1.
Yeah.
So I got Knight of the Beast and Old Pocket Watch. Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go AFK for a minute. I'll be back.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Oh, cutscene?
The night has been vanquished. After an age of struggle. This is a fine achievement for which I am grateful. Indeed, a promising first step. However, the Night Lord yet lives. There are others. Too many, I am afraid. It is not yet clear what this means. But that beast left a trace. And I believe with traces enough, the path will begin to resemble a whole. As such, our purpose remains unchanged. Stay the path and vanquish our foes.
Okay, I pretend.
Welcome
pray
back.
For your success.
I got to watch the cutscene. When the Earth shifts, defeating Night Lords and other events makes the lands between rupture and churn. These phenomena are known as instances of shifting Earth. Each of them yields unique rewards. The phenomena continue for some time with conditions restored after conducting several expeditions or passing time at the Round Table Hold. Huh. Oh, the pocket watch is a green item, I think.
Yes, the pocket watch is a green item.
Sadness. Both of those are green items.
If you go to the Potman,
Yeah.
you can buy other chalices off him, and there's some universal chalices that everyone can use. And you might be able to buy one that has a few greens.
Yeah, because this guy is red and yellow, I think. One red, two yellows.
Yeah. So you can buy additional pots for them. At the oh wait, maybe not yet. You might have to defeat one more Night Lord.
Oh no! Yeah, here are the goblets. Executor's
there we go.
Goblet. Yeah. Yes, please. Okay. Ooh. I like that one too. Hang on. Yeah, this one had a green on it. Okay, so the red will be ultimate art gauge +2, magic damage negation. Treasure marked upon map, that sounds good. And then the pocket watch. Okay. Yeah, so now I've got treasures will be marked on the map, so that's nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think it's 2 Night Lords, and then you get the skins you can unlock.
Yeah.
And killing all the furniture. Right. Yeah, he's over here and she's over here now.
Anything troubling you? I can help. I can't believe it. Facing off against the night itself. If such is our fate, we must rise to the task.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Can the hound be taught a new trick, I wonder?
What? Rude. Yeah, I agree with Deus Volt Infidel. That was a really sick Cerberus. That was a really cool boss design.
That was very cool. All the bosses in this game are just fantastic.
Nice.
Especially the last 2. They're just, absolute cinema. Fantastic to fight.
Whoa! And now I've got access to a bunch.
Yeah.
So fire is effective against that one. Fire is effective against that one. What one would you recommend going against?
Which ones do you have available again?
Gaping Jaw, Sentient Pest, Augur, Equilibrious Beast, Dark Drift Knight, and Fisher in the Fog.
I'd say the Gaping Maw is probably one that you could do. That'd be alright. And then the Fissure in the Fog is the Fissure in the Fog is my personal favorite boss fight. It is more difficult than the others though.
Okay. Well, looks like I want to focus towards poison. It looks like for Gaping Maw.
Yeah, Gaping Maw was really good for poison.
Okay. Commence expedition.
I just need to double check. Do I have one? Do I have a poison build? I can't remember if I have a poison build or not. I think I had a poison build at some stage. Oh, that's right. Hold on.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, okay. Brute bow attack power. Yeah, cool. just hope that we find a poison camp.
Yeah.
Because I do have a build that gives my starting armament poison, but doesn't have as many perks as this one does.
Yeah. And obviously I don't have much of anything, so...
Yeah.
Maybe it was a prelude, because last time I got 2 serpent bone blades. So maybe it was like, hey, you're gonna want this next time. I'm ready.
Oh, hell yeah. Solid team. The way they've done the recluse in this one, like the magic in this game, is really cool.
I've heard people talk like it's really fucking sick.
Because you get your spells from your staff, but you also get to charge and use spells based on essence you collect, and you collect essence based off weapon buffs or like affinities that enemies have been attacked by. So if you hit someone with a fire weapon, then the recluse can get fire essence, and once you get 3 essences, she combines the 3 essences together to make a spell, and every single combination has different effects and different spells.
Okay, so she wants to go all the way over there.
We are...
Whee!
Yeah, cool. So let's just clear out this camp first, and then head on over.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, fuck. I say as I go right into the barricade. Open, open. Okay, we got a lucerne in that one. Let me get this one.
Lucerne.
Hand axe. Fire pot, alluring pot. Okay. Fixes on our way. Let's go. I'll not leave a man behind. I gotta level up to 2 on my way. Tree Spear, Naginata. Proved item discovery with Tree Spear. Okay. And that's what we'll do. Boiled crab. Let's go.
So go in here, we can grab... maybe... okay, no, she's just grabbing everything.
Okay. There's the staff.
Oh, Everjail. I wonder if Vix has a stone sword key. She does have a stone sword key.
Nice. Ow. Hurt. Painful. Woo. Okay, they're gone. Ow. I'll go for them. I'll go for them. Okay. Magic fire and lightning, holy damage negation. No. Take the level up instead.
Cool. Going in the cave. This person knows what they're doing. This is good.
Okay. Cool. Now I got the
We
tree
have
spear
a
working
restorative
proper.
Tree spirit. Yeah, nice.
This time I'll also make sure I save my stuff just in case I can get a better. Oh, do not aggro that. Oh, fuck. That is exactly what I was hoping not to aggro. Ow.
Oh, jeez. No, I'm down. How? I didn't even...
Thank you, appreciate it. Oh!
Into the cave.
Bail, bail, bail!
Into the cave.
Oh my god! He one shot me.
Yeah, same.
Oh my god.
Oh, what was that?
Golem's light. Oh, Smithing Stone 2 for free. Hell yeah. Okay.
You'll always get a smithing stone 2 from these.
Nice. Demi-Human Queen Staff. Oh, Poison Large Club. So might as well
And
take
these
that.
blue ones here might be a smithing stone 1.
Yeah, Warming Stone.
Cool. Okay, we're going.
Yep, nope, nothing. Alright. Dude, I really do like the parkour.
Yeah,
It's just so nice and handy.
it's very nice to just be able to like traverse the world so seamlessly.
Mm-hmm. Level 5.
Oh, church. Yep.
Oh, hell
Love
yeah.
to See it.
Gonna go up and around this way. Yeah, but I got a nice poison club. If hopefully we get a better thing, but you know, if needs must.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any poison camps around, which is disappointing.
Yep.
No. Also, if you see any boluses,
Oh shit.
go ahead and just eat them.
Yeah.
Because they give you permanent stats.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've been leaving them there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah,
I
no.
know.
If you see any boluses, just eat them because it'll permanently increase your resistance to whatever it is.
Not what I meant to do.
Two churches right next to each other. That's alright.
Yeah. And I'm gonna pop this item discovery. Bewitching Branch. What's this? Gold Rune. Take it. Alright. Ugh!
Oh, these guys. So these guys, you can parkour. She knows how to do it. You can parkour on top of their heads and do the one-shot thing.
Oh, nice. Coming. I had to dodge a friendly, not so friendly guy. Damn, nothing here with poison on it. That's fine. Okay.
Oh, jeez. I forgot they exploded.
Incoming! Tree spear, serpent bow. Oh, serpent bow, that'll work.
Oh, hell yeah. Do you mind if I grab that?
Sure. Hang on. I'll take this and then let me drop it. There you go. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, awesome, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I get a whole bunch of bonuses with bows.
Nice. Alright, I'm running to you guys.
Where's Vix gone?
Up
Vix
the
is
hill.
all the way over the other end. Alright, we got a spirit spring over this way.
Copy. Head to it. Yeah, she's down underground. Coming. Oh, no. Coming.
It's alright. Very nice.
Oh, no. It's one of these. Great.
Oh, that's what.
I think this is a good enough time to use this.
Yes.
Nice.
So, yep.
Hell yeah.
Correct. Start with the avatar. Dragon Communion Seal. You want it?
Sure.
And then
Lion's great bow. Lion's great bow for you.
Much appreciated.
Where's the Dragon
Oh, yeah.
Communion seal at?
I dropped it. Oh, he must have picked it up.
Okay. That's fine.
Still not able to use the lion great bow yet.
Raise poise, guard counter, spells consume less HP. Okay. Raise poise. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, I don't know what Vix wants to do here, but we should probably get out. We can come back here tomorrow.
Yep. Vix is going back up in the building.
Oh, jeez, Vix. You're cutting it close. Okay, following Vix.
Yep. Coming with you.
The problem with these guys is when you're fighting one of them, the others can still hit you with their pots.
Yep. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, right. Where we going? Yeah, we're cutting it too close. We need to get out.
Oh shit. Well, not that way. Yep. Well, here's a thing. Another one. Come. Oh. Oh, man. Oh.
You right?
Yeah, one of them threw a pot at you and it landed on my head.
Oh jeez, they're still throwing pots at us. Oh no, we got the freaking crab. Careful, that crab does death blight.
Copy. Ow. It's dead. Okay.
Man, that is such a pain in the ass.
Oh, worm face.
We got crabs as well. Just be careful. And a rat.
Bullets, bullets, bullets. Give me that. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh my god, that was so close. I was a magic pixel from getting death blighted. Oh, and there it went. Damn it.
Oh no. Hold on.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Another one, nice. Wait, what? How I missed that one. Critical flash, slowly restore HP. I guess, sure, why not? Where is she? Okay. Ah, fuck! Little bastards throwing pots. Drive me crazy. Oh, fuck. Oh! Ah! No, that's okay. I don't want to fight. Ow! I'm gonna get this church. Nope, nothing. Okay, got it. Leaving.
Oh. My bad, I was muted again.
Oh.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a couple of things. Oh no. Did I just... No, I didn't die. Okay, I almost died.
Alright, how do I get to you guys is the question.
You kind of fall down.
I see. I'm coming.
And don't fall in the lava.
Yeah.
Another dragon can use heal.
Malkaus Black Blade.
Holy damn.
Bloodhound Step. That's a lot of damage, same as the wrong damage type. Alright, Prove Infinity attack power.
Still can't use this lion's bear.
Damn. There we go. Level 8.
Nice.
Oh, you little bastard. Fire. I guess max. Oh, fuck! Woo! Okay. What's this? Frozen Needle. Okay. He's gone. Faster, bitch. Alright, let's go get the other one. Man, all fire damage.
Oh, finally can use this.
Nice.
So what does this have? Power of the General. I don't know what that does. And reduced spell FP cost. Huh.
What Skyrim mod is this? Rude. Oh! Little warning. A little closer ahead of time. Oh, that was funny though. I will admit that was funny. Just. Oh my god.
Oh.
Knight's Greatsword. Volcano Pot. Fuck you. What's that? Frozen Needle. Sure, I'll take a Smithing Stone.
I
just
got a
curious.
Knight's Greatsword here.
Another Smithing Stone 1. Boost physical attack.
Cool.
Oh, joy. Oh, I didn't know he could 180 that. Come here, you little shit. What's this? Nope. Fire. Oh, she's in a good spot. Holy fuck. You get up there. Nice. Oh, careful. Gotta make sure I didn't get hit by the weird wonky hitbox.
Yeah. Oh.
He's gone. Rivers of blood, of course. You know, I'll take Rivers of Blood just because. Level 11. Bastard Stars, nope. Oh. Okay. You guys go up. Whee. Alright, there we go. Dead. Alright, level 12.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
know where Vix is going, but we're cutting it close.
Oh! Owie, owie, owie. Thankfully we can run right past the bonfire again. Or Grace again.
Yeah.
Vix is going off here to the right. There is a thing up here, Talisman.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
What is it? Pearl Drake approved non-physical.
Improved charge attacks. I'll grab that.
Copy. Going down. Another bonfire below. Hello, Xanric. Welcome, welcome.
Who's Vix?
I don't know. Ow. Nice. What? Fuck you. Crystal Knight. Okay, that's not bad.
Oh, you parry the crap out of him.
I can also do this. Whoa! Come here. Come here, you bastard bitch. Come here.
Golden hippopotamus. Oh, geez, that range.
I'll keep the golden hippopotamus at bay. Ugh. Oh, Vex is down.
Yeah.
I'll get him. They're up. Ow. Look out, Ben.
Oh no, what?
Ow. Come on. Come on, you bastard. No! Look at me. Not him!
Oh. Sorry.
Come on. Oh! Ow.
my gosh, the range on that.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh. It was rough, but we did it. Boost magic fire, holy, boost regeneration. I have slow regen on my flask, so hopefully that'll go faster now. So what the heck is Soul Stifler?
I don't actually know. Hell yeah, 13.
Sure.
Man, Vix is brave. I don't know what he's getting. Vix, what are you doing?
I think they're coming now.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. So I got boiled crab and exalted flesh. I'll pop for this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Here we go. Don't think I have to say thank you for both carrying me.
Not even.
Ah! No, you don't.
Get poisoned, bitch.
Yep.
Oh, look at it. He's throwing up and everything. Sucks to suck.
Well, I got poisoned again. Poison out again. Calm down. Get poisoned. Oh, I rolled over Nyx. I rolled over Vix. Nice. And get poisoned. Oh no! My game froze up there for a second.
Oh, geez.
Oh! Hello there. I made a mistake.
What's up?
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, he's coming. Ow! Again? Again? Cool. Heal myself. Hold up. Taking this. Taking this. No! I've been grabbed. Help! 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 Oh my god! Ugh!
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what's happening. I missed. No!
Oh.
Whew. I'm gonna try and poison him again if I can. I don't know if he cares anymore.
I don't know if you can be poisoned in phase 2.
Okay, well, if that's the case. God, he is just fucking all over the place, isn't he?
Sure is. Oh my gosh.
I'll try and get you.
Just careful, careful. Oh, he's stunned. Now's a chance.
Ah! I missed! And he's dead.
Nice.
Hooray! I'm gonna have no idea what this does. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Revenant, improved attack power, peak consumption, Great Spear, Duchess, Raider. Arc gauge fills moderately upon critical hit. That sounds nice.
Now, have you unlocked the Duchess and the Revenant?
I have them because I was pre-order.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Champion, a
Oh.
moment, please.
Yes.
I have installed a dressing room next to the study.
Ooh.
If you have other garments you would prefer to don, it is yours to use as you will.
Cool. Thank you
Right.
very much.
Well, I think I'm going to call it there.
Okay. Sounds good. That's probably a good time to stop the stream, so. Just
No
gonna go
worries.
look at some of these garments. Yeah. We got.
Hey, well, thanks for having me along.
Absolutely, dude. I wanna play more of this. Just obviously I need.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need people.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I can see why people like the Recluse.
Yeah, the Recluse is great.
Yeah, two very big reasons why. Yeah, no, I like this. Whoa, the darkness guardian looks fucking sick.
The darkness outfits on all of them look so good.
Man, it's just a huge, like, difference, though, on Guardian. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. Such looking at those very big assets. Guilty. Oh. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming, Ben. It's very, very much appreciated. It helped relieve a lot of stress and everything, so I very much appreciate that.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, in the meantime, though, hopefully you guys all take care. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe and healthy. Get fit, get ripped. And I will see you back here tomorrow. On Wednesday, we're going to be playing Left 4 Dead 2 with Moodle and Cree and Pagan, so that'll be fun.
Hell yeah, classic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bye-bye for now, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.